Dana here, and welcome to my vlog. This is number 5 in the engine swap from a 94 to a 97 Ford Mustang. Now, the engine that's in the 94 was originally in the 97. I took it out because I had a bad transmission. Well, I lost the clutch, put it that way. And I found the 94 that had a bad engine but had a good transmission. It was an automatic, and my 97 is a standard. So I said, well, what the heck, I'll go ahead and transfer the automatic transmission into my 97. No problem, right? Wrong answer. The harnesses. You have to have a harness for the transmission, and when it's in a standard, the harness is not there. So trying to figure out how to install the harness on it, it wasn't, as far as I was concerned, it wasn't worth it. So I decided, well, what the heck, I'll go ahead and pull the motor, since I already had the transmission out, and I'll throw it in the 94. So that went off, well, not too bad, but it lasted 4 years. And after 4 years, the frame rusted out. So this is where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and put my original motor back in my 97. I bought a clutch the other day, so the only hard part is now getting everything swapped out again. So this is, again, episode 5 in the engine swap, and it is part 3 of removing the automatic transmission. To recap, I was able to remove the drive shaft, of course, and then I got going on the bolts that hold the flywheel to the torque converter. Well, I was able to get through 3 out of the 4, and the 4th one rounded off. So I started to use a cold chisel to get that nut to release and spin. So that's where I am at the current time, and we will move forward from there. I've been beating on that for a while and finally let go. Oh, thank God. Well, that'll teach me to put freaking high temp Loctite on those bad boys. Ah, man. I should be able to put the on this. All right. Here we go. All right. You see up in that. See up in there that nut. That nut is. You beat on it enough, it'll let go. Ah, man. Oh. On it. I can buy my hands. Oh, shoot. There she is. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Then the next step, find that drain plug, which I tried to find earlier. There's no reason going around. And what I've decided to do is you just grab the main crank pulley. You can hear it hitting now because those bolts are loose. And just rotate your crank clockwise. Yeah, there's another bolt. Find a drain plug. I'm gonna drain the fluid out of that catalytic, or I mean torque converter. Down here. Greasy. There's it. Where are you? You're there somewhere. So keep going until you find it. There he is. Alright. I just gotta go just a little bit more. Get to 12. Good center. Close enough. Alright. See what it is. 12. Alright, good. Loosen up. Get wet here. Probably holes 5 or 6 quarts. I can't remember, but no, not good. None in there. There it goes. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's still draining. We're down. We're a little above the 5 quart level. A lot of transmission fluid, but you gotta drain it. And then that's just what's in the torque converter. You still got probably 3 or 4 quarts that's in the oil in the tranny pan, and then I'm not sure how many quarts are actually in the oil cooler or the transmission cooler. That's why when you go to have when you have the transmission fluid change, it costs so much. Because you're using a lot of transmission fluid. You only use 5 quarts in the motor, but you're probably using 10, 12, 13 quarts in your transmission. But of course, you don't change your transmission fluid for a long time. A lot of people don't even change it. You're up to 100,000 miles and you never change the transmission fluid. I may have to put that plug back in because that My 7-quart container there is getting pretty full. Alright, might be easier. I'm paying on it. There, because it's sitting out right now, so well, that's about 7, darn close to about 7 quarts. I got a couple extra oil. Yes, it's 10 quarts here. If you get an oil burner, stuff will burn pretty good. Let that go. Next step in here, I gotta remove the linkages from the selector. I gotta remove the cooler lines. I gotta pull the center support bolts. When I get ready to drop it, I gotta pull all the connecting bolts to the engine. So I still got a couple things to do, and unfortunately they're not in really good locations, so you got to use extensions and universals and all kinds of little tricks of the trade to get those bolts released. Oop, drip, 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 drip. See that? All right. That'll be it. Bolt back in. Drain plug back in. Guess I could. You don't have to pull it out again. And you know what? Transmission fluid stinks. Not quite as bad as gear oil, but it still stinks. It's pretty bad. Alright, see if I can slide those out without making too much of a mess. That's about that. You really want to? Jesus. There we go. You see that? There really wasn't even enough to fill the bottom of that pan, and you can see how full. See how full the oil pan is. All right, I'll get that in those in the oil cans here real quick. Okay, right at the top. That's 5 quarts right there. Alright, so I did. And that's probably about a quart. Sweet. Alright. Too much of a mess. 18s. Probably gonna need a hand back under there for that. It's the, oh, I just did. Ouch. All right, you got your there's your transmission line going up to your inside. Actually, it's built inside of your radiator, so it does a good job between taking the heat from the transmission, because it goes your antifreeze is help cooling the fluid, so it goes through there and then goes across over your front cross member, comes in here, and then they go in right here. My fingers. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. So you got two flared fittings that go in here, and I see I didn't mess with those when I did it. What I did is I cut the line right there, and then when I slid the transmission out, I brought them out together. My next step is going to be pulling the dipstick, because it's right here, and that is bolted to the manifold, unfortunately, so we got to go up in there. And then let me kill this real quick. Not gonna let me do it. Well, my battery's getting really low, so I really got no choice. You've got a plug right here. You've got, that's a plug to your O2 sensors. You got another one right here. This one is your speedometer. Actually, your speedometer plug. This is another one that goes into your selector. It's your selector plug. And then there's one way up on top. I'm not exactly sure what that one is, but there's another one up on top. So, next step, you can see that up in there. But there's another plug up in top. And then here's your, of course, this is your selector, neutral, park, neutral, reverse, drive, and 1, 2, or 2, 1. So that'll be the next thing to do. I have to do. And then here's your cross member assembly, and you'll be pulling. You gotta pull those bolts, and that'll drop down. And then of course we got a variety of bolts. Front bolts, top bolts, back bolts, all kinds of bolts holding that transmission in place. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this one short before the video drops out. All right, not exactly my favorite position, but anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and we'll catch you on the next Project Mustang